Hi everybody, it's Marilyn Biber, Director of the National House of Prayer in Ottawa. So you've probably heard about C-4, the bill formerly known as C-6, the conversion therapy bill, that it was passed unanimously in the House on Wednesday. I know many of you are asking, because we've had a lot of phone calls and emails, what happened? What happened to those other members that voted against the bill in the last Parliament in 43? Did they change their minds? Well, they didn't really change their minds. Something happened. Many of them were caught off guard. Many of them were caught by surprise. As a matter of fact, Chris and I spoke to a couple of offices today to see if we can get more clarity on what happened. Of course, neither of them could share what happened in caucus. Nevertheless, it's not what we think it is. Those members that stood there against Bill C-6 still have those same questions regarding Bill C-4. And those questions like, what about conversations between parents and children? What about conversations between pastors and congregations? What about conversations between therapists and their patients? Those questions were not dealt with. They rushed the bill through. There was no debate. A member of the Conservative Party stood up and made a motion to unanimously accept the bill. It caught many of these MPs off guard. So what do we do now? The bill has gone to the Senate, and we're hearing that they will be voting on the bill by Tuesday. That doesn't give us a lot of time. We need to reach out to our senators right away. We need to let them know that we want debate. We need to let them know that we want them to take the time to study the bill. We want them to have the opportunity to investigate and discuss the bill. In short, we want the Senate to do their due diligence rather than fast-tracking the bill. So please reach out to your senators. You reach out provincially. So if you're in Ontario, you'll reach out to those Ontario senators. And if you're in BC, you'll reach out to your BC senators, and so on. So that's the first thing. And because there's so little time, we have to call them. All calls to Senate offices will be logged. If you get a machine, leave a message that you would like a return call. But don't wait for a return call. Call them again. Be tenacious. Secondly, reach out to the leader of the opposition's office, Erin O'Toole, and ask why. Last Monday, Erin O'Toole had said that the definition in C-4 was still broad and that needed to change. By Wednesday, that had all changed. So why did they change? Why did they ram this bill through, especially since it was different from Bill C-6? It's not the same bill they debated last session. There were some slight changes that actually worsened the bill. And so why did they withhold debate? Why did they choose to not go through proper parliamentary procedure, especially knowing the issues with this bill? I would encourage you to send emails, send letters, snail mail, make phone calls, do it multiple times. Again, be tenacious. Let that office know how you feel about the lack of parliamentary procedure for this bill. Because let them know that you think that this was unacceptable for a Canadian Parliament to do this. And let me be clear, it's not that we're against a conversion therapy ban. That's not the case. Many of the practices that were used as conversion therapy are deplorable. They were absolutely awful. Let's get that straight. But what is not acceptable is if a parent and a child should have a discussion on gender issues, this could be criminalized. Up to 5 years in prison. Even pastors and congregations will not be able to talk about this. Or a pastor with a congregant in his office, he could be charged. Or a therapist talking to his patient or her patient, they could be charged, even if the patient was the one that reached out regarding struggles with gender identity. So reach out to Erin O'Toole's office. His contact details will be in the email. Now, regarding those members that voted against the bill the last time, Parliament 43, we need to be praying for them because they're getting it on both sides. The media is attacking them because of where they stand. And unfortunately, sometimes the church will also attack them. It's so important to have all the facts. We spoke to a member today who said that she cried after what happened in the house on Wednesday. Reach out to them with encouragement and prayers. This is serious. We need to be praying for these righteous candidates. We need to hold them up as this is a tough season for them. They were broadsided in the House on Wednesday. Pray for our government. I know that sometimes when things like this happen, we just don't want to pray for them or feel that they just don't deserve our prayers. But 1 Timothy 2 exhorts us to pray for kings and those in authority so we may live peaceful and quiet lives. Pray for the salvation of all of our government members, for it is God's will that all men and women will be saved. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.